Viewers, Assalamualaikum. This is Mohammed as usual from Mastercar. Today we are here at the 5th Motor Fest at GC Convention, powered by PSP family and all the co-sponsors. But today we have a special person. I'll introduce him after later. But we are standing on the pavilion of the newly launched car, that is brand, that is Chery. So I'd like to learn more about Chery. From where your name?
My name is Musa. Hi viewers. So I'm Deputy Manager, Asian Motor Specs, Chery Bangladesh, Chery Automobile
He's
Company.
representing Chery Bangladesh. What we have went through this mid-segment, I guess.
Right.
Chery Tiggo. And what we have found out, there's something really amazing. There are some plus and minuses definitely, but it is more pluses than minuses. I'd like to discuss some thing regarding the after-sales service and fast availability, because that should be the main concern for people who are trying to buy a new brand. So when was it launched?
So it was launched not too long ago. It's been only 2-3 months. I'm happy to report that we've got Tamim Iqbal as our brand ambassador. Chery, you might not have heard about the brand. Some may have. It's a part of Jaguar Land Rover. So Chery, for example, produces some
Chery is
5
basically
models.
a China origin brand.
Yes, they're state-owned, and they have a 50-50 joint venture with Jaguar Land Rover.
Jaguar Land Rover.
Right. They produce 5 models for them. They produce the XFL, XEL, Discovery Sport, Evoque, and F-Pace.
So can we expect some design identical to the
100%.
Land Rover or something like that?
100%. You'll find a lot of similarities with Range Rovers and Land Rovers and Jaguars. Also in terms of DNA, quite a few options have been carried over to the Tiggo series of cars. So I recommend that sit inside the car, because
Definitely we'll go inside with you if you give us your valuable time.
let's go. Let's sit inside.
Let's get inside.
At the back. At the back.
The back.
Okay, so I'll give you a very brief tour of the
Sure.
Tiggo 4 Pro.
So this is basically the cockpit. It looks really amazing. The lines, the leather finishing. I think this is not a leather, I guess.
No, this is soft touch.
This is a soft touch. And this is the infotainment system. What we can expect in
So
the.
let me tell you what sets this car apart. So it's our entry-level model, but in terms of options, it isn't so entry-level.
Okay.
So for example, for this price point, we've got options that no other car has. I'll give you an example. Hello, Chery.
Yes, I'm here.
Turn the AC on, please.
Got it. Turning on AC.
So you've also got dual zone climate control in this car.
Nice. The AC has already been turned on by the voice command. But I think this is ladies' delight. There's a man's voice. But can we expect a female voice?
Yes, you can change it. I
Nice.
was coming to that. So I can also change the temperature separately. For example, so hello, Chery.
What's up?
Could you reduce the driver's side temperature to 18, please?
Okay, I've adjusted the temperature in driver area to 18.0 degrees.
Hello, Chery.
I'm listening.
Reduce the fan speed to 3, please.
Alright, it is now set to speed 3.
So you can also turn the radio on that way. You can do navigation. I really don't know my way around Chittagong. So I drove this directly from Dhaka.
Nice.
All I did was I hooked on my phone.
Is this a charging port?
No.
Or just a phone?
Yeah, this is
keeper?
your pad where you can just
this
keep
phone
your
pad.
phone. It's a nice pad, so when you connect it through Apple CarPlay,
Oh, nice.
you can simply get the wire out from this notch, and doesn't show much, which is always nice if you have OCD especially.
I'd like to take the camera up front.
Yeah, please do.
I'd like to show. Yes, please.
It has it has a cooler inside. You can keep your bottles. It'll remain nice and cool.
Nice.
You've got 12-volt charging, and you've got 2 USB ports.
Beautiful.
A very nice feature personally, which I like, is engine remote function. Very unusual for the budget.
Okay.
You can be as far away as 65 feet and you can start the engine. So I'll give you an example. I took this car.
I have a question in between.
please.
So in that case, anyone can start the engine?
No.
Or like the owner?
So here's the owner only, the one who has the key. I'll give you an example and I'll show you a live example just after this. So let's say you've kept the car outside. You've just had lunch, very good lunch with your family members or your friends.
Right.
It's time for you to finish off and drive your way back home. It's really hot outside. Your car is scorching hot. It's burning probably because of the weather we have.
Sure.
So it's impossible for you to sit inside and drive normally, right? What do? You're still in the restaurant and you can start your engine from as far away as 65 feet.
So the car becomes cool by the time you reach the car.
The AC is maxed out, so that ensures the cabin is nice and cool and the engine is warm enough. So, and the car remains locked.
I like
by
to
the
intervene
way.
in between
Yeah.
viewers. This is a very, very cool options. Like when you're away from the car, you come and reach to the car beforehand. I think for 5 minutes before or something like that.
So it'll remain on for 10 minutes. If you don't arrive within 10 minutes,
It will stop.
it'll turn off, and it'll remain locked at all times.
Beautiful. The engineers have done super brainstorm behind this. Considering the flexibility of the users. So I think till now it's a big thumbs
I'll
up from
give you
me.
a live example.
Nice.
So in a few minutes, I will start the engine from the outside, and I'll be nearby. So that means the engine is started, but the doors are unlocked. I'll ask you to get in, and put your foot on the brake. As soon as you do that, engine will turn off because I have the key.
Oh, nice.
Anti-theft.
So ultimately, the command of the person who will carry the key will be taken.
And the key has no function really. All you have to do is make sure it's in your pocket. When you approach the car seems to welcome you. So the mirrors unfold, the script
so then
displays
there's
on the
a risk
floor.
of if the key gets stolen.
Well,
then
yeah, you have to be a little careful. You have to be a little careful with the key, but we do give you a spare key, so you have nothing to worry about. But it's a bit, it's those little, theaters, those little features. Call it a gimmick if you like, but it adds to the experience, to the vehicle owner experience. And to me, it's redundant nowadays when most cars have keyless entry, but you have to press a button and then it'll unlock. In this, you don't have to do any of that. You just approach the car, it unlocks. You walk away, it locks immediately.
So basically, I like to go a bit below the belt. Like you have to, take the key into a console like it's your wife.
Yes. Or maybe your favorite watch. You have to be a little careful, but that's okay. Yeah. You've got rear vents, by the way.
Yeah.
A very unusual, feature for the budget. You've got an armrest too. There's an armrest as well.
There's a bit not a minus to my observation that I was expecting a full panoramic sunroof.
Okay.
But you can't get everything, I guess,
No.
in this budget.
No. So allow me to elaborate on that. We've got another model coming in. It's called the Tiggo 7 Pro. It sits between the 4 Pro and the 8 Pro.
So it will cost a bit more than the 4 Pro.
A little more, yes. It'll be around 38 and a half. Still, 38, 39 and a half. We're still not sure, but it's going to be under 40. Okay. That being said, if you analyze competition. It's all above 40, 41, 46, 47. So we'll have
more it's an SUV, I think. And it's not
SUV.
looking like a crossover. I think it's
a mid-size SUV.
It's a mid-size SUV. So those who are considering this crossover, it's not a crossover. It's much bigger than that. And I'm a 6 feet tall guy, and I'm quite comfortable sitting here. The leg space are quite cool, quite spacious. And also in the back, these are great seats with the red lining stitched. Fantastic. So far, like in-depth reviews are not possible because I've taken some time from him. All the customers are visiting like crazy, and you guys have been able to catch the eyes of the audiences here. Like
Precisely.
Everyone is, they're like stopping on the pavilion to at least see a glimpse of it.
Well, you've seen the way we present our cars. You've probably also seen the way we have done. No, not at all. Anything for you. The way we've launched our brand, it's the best or nothing. We don't compromise anywhere.
The launching was fantabulous.
That's our philosophy.
I wish I could be there.
I wish too. That's our philosophy. We leave no stones unturned. That's our philosophy. We do not like to do things half-hearted.
I think in this kind of thing, if you start well, there's no ending.
Exactly. I've seen good brands suffer because of bad servicing. I've seen terrible brands succeed because of good servicing.
Servicing the main. Marketing is you can get the first customer, that's it. But for the sustainability, you need
what people don't understand, what dealerships in this country don't understand, that it's a subscription-based model. They think when I sell the car off, it's done.
Okay.
There's no more responsibility towards the client, and I don't know him anymore. That shouldn't be the case.
Yes.
The relationship only starts after you sell the car.
So I'd like to address these things. If it comes from you, then it'll be very good. Like regarding the after-sales service and the parts availability. If you want to say something.
So we've got $15,000 worth of parts already in stock, and it's only been 2 months, so you can imagine. We are very aggressive with our procurement policy. it's also a requirement from our principal. We have to buy parts. For example, I'll just give you an example. For every 20 cars, we need a certain number of parts. Otherwise, they cancel the dealership.
Okay.
So they're very stern and they're very responsive. That's a very good thing. I've
It's
worked
also
with
it's like a sister concern company of Land Rover.
Jaguar Land Rover, yes, indeed. So they're very serious about their markets. You know, our market is not very big, but they're still concerned about us. How do you know that? Well, for our launch, the principal came live. They made a presentation especially for the crowd in Bangladesh. How many people do that? I remember working for another brand, I'll not take names, but
Sure.
the principal didn't care.
I think I can guess, but I also not reveal the name.
Let's not do that, we're gentlemen. They didn't care, and you know, the market is not substantial. My thing is, we're like a baby on life support. If you don't give us growth and attention, we'll not grow.
The car business is like it's not limited
Principal
to
is
just
our mother.
selling and not taking responsibility. It's not limited to that. It's beyond that.
Yeah.
So
My client,
sure, Musa bhai, it was nice talking to you.
The pleasure's
I
all
think
mine.
I'll take your leave. Maybe someday later we will meet, inshallah.
Ji.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, salam
This is Mohammed
alaikum.
Istiaq
Thank you,
signing off
viewers.
from
Allah
Mastercar.
Hafiz, signing off.
So viewers, I'll put my sunglasses off. It's a really hectic day here. I've got this chance to meet Mr. Musa, well representative of Chery Bangladesh. We have somehow overviewed this beautiful unit called Chery Tiggo 4 Pro. And from Mastercar, we give a big thumbs up to Chery Tiggo 4 Pro. Yes, there are some bit pluses and minuses. We have also talked about the after-sales service and parts availability, which they've ensured that they've already stocked the parts. So I think Bangladesh now is a market for every possibilities, for every new brand, for every new movement, and Chery is one of them. If you like it, you can go for it. Thumbs up. Thank you. Mohammed Istiaq signing off from Mastercar.